It's an enormously funny and clever take on one of DC's most classic superheroes. When you've got a comic book movie that combines crazy criminals, animated bricks, and a lot of 80s music, what isn't there to love? This week, I'm talking about the Lego Batman movie. I'm Ryan O'Rourke, and this is Real Talk. The Lego Batman movie is yet another iteration in the extensive Batman film franchise, but this time it's completely animated with Lego characters. The movie begins with Batman once again saving Gotham City from all of his most notorious villains, from the Joker to Bane to Condiment King. Google it. It's totally real. Anyway, before Batman once again heroically saves the city, he hurt the feelings of the Joker by claiming that he's not one of his arch nemeses. Later, at the retirement party for Police Commissioner Gordon, Bruce Wayne mistakenly adopts a young orphan named Dick Grayson while he's distracted. He's mesmerized by the new police officer named Barbara Gordon, who graduated at the top of her class from Harvard for Police. Her goal is to work with Batman to lock up the villains of Gotham, something Batman doesn't initially approve of because Batman works alone. The Joker, still hurt by Batman's claim that he's not his true nemesis, crashes the party and turns himself and all the other criminals in to the police in an attempt to prove that Batman is really his most arch nemesis. Batman is suspicious that the Joker is up to no good and enlists the help of the newly adopted son, also known as Robin, to steal the Phantom Zone projector from Superman in order to exile Joker to said Phantom Zone. The two ultimately are able to break into Superman's fortress and exit swiftly. Batman flies both of them to Arkham Asylum, where he succeeds in sending the Joker into the Phantom Zone for good. At least that's what Batman thought. When the Joker enters the Phantom Zone, he's able to release the most evil villains from pop culture franchises that Lego is associated with onto Gotham City. Will Batman work with Commissioner and Robin to save the city? Will the likes of Voldemort, the Wicked Witch of the West, and King Kong tear Gotham apart? To find out, you'll just have to go to the movie. What worked in this movie is that unlike other Batman movies, this animated comedy is a satirical take on many of Batman's classic themes and tropes. It's the kind of movie where there's so many references and jokes you'll have to watch it over and over again to catch everything. The humor can be described as similar to that of the Lego movie, which makes sense since they were made by the same production company. The Lego Batman movie isn't just for kids either. There's plenty of jokes for adults too, and it's sure to please audiences of all ages. What the film is most noted for is its references, not only to previous Batman movies with old costumes and characters, but also to other famous franchises. Batman himself makes digs to Marvel Comics and also makes references to the recent Batman vs. Superman movie, when Batman often recalls Superman as his most menacing villain instead of the Joker. It's a difficult task to make someone as dark and ominous as Batman sympathetic and lighthearted enough for the Lego franchise, with the exception of Adam West's 1966 iteration, of course. This movie showed a more comedic side of the Caped Crusader. Batman's interactions with his adopted son Robin are especially revealing of Batman's more caring side in the later parts of the movie. And what didn't work in this movie as much, while the film definitely has its triumphs, there's just a few parts of Lego Batman that weren't as strong. Since the script was filled to the brim with joke after joke all the way through, a couple running jokes here and there fell flat somewhat. Not every joke is a hit. The large majority do succeed, but it is worth noting that in comparison with the original Lego movie, this film certainly feels like it's going for more quantity over quality to top the Lego movie at times. Batman's central struggle in this movie is his loneliness and fear of getting attached to other people. While the ultimate message is sweet, the movie focuses on it a bit longer than it needs to in order to get its point across. This made the movie drag somewhat leading up to the final act, basically rehashing what the audience already knew. The message does turn out to be a very endearing one for the viewer, though, but the film doesn't seem to recognize this fact as much as it should. Again, this movie has rapid-fire jokes throughout. While many of them are hilarious, in the movie's most sentimental moments, playing certain scenes of character growth for laughs rather than fully emotional made characters feel more self-parody at times than characters, causing the audience's emotional investment to slip somewhat for the sake of jokes. While still hilarious and a great time, a few moments of Lego Batman might have been better played straight. Hidden meanings and important things to note in the movie are that, overall, the general message of the movie is about the importance of friendship, which is an interesting take for the Batman series. Batman realizes that even though it's cool to be a mysterious mass vigilante, there's more to life than making up songs and eating lobster thermidor alone in Wayne Manor. Batman learns the value of working as a team and that he in turn lives a happier life when it is shared with the people who he cares most about. Final verdict of this movie: Lego Batman is definitely a treasure. Though it may be repetitive at parts, and while every joke might not land, the film has a strong and meaningful message and a script with jokes that keep delivering until the very end. While it doesn't quite measure up to the heights of the original Lego movie, there's something for everyone to enjoy in the Lego Batman movie. Until next time, I'm your host of Real Talk. Be sure to keep tuning in for more reviews of the newest movies, and check out the movie section of entertainmentmonthly.com. Same bat time, same bat channel.